Yo, it's Midas. Let's talk about the stocks I'm buying during this market correction. The name of the game is buy now, thank me later. I think with all these tariffs, different macro events going on, Trump being an uncertain president is also short term. And these dips, people might think the market's crashing, we're going to zero. No, don't think like that. Think that with these big dips, now's the time to just go all in because I believe in the next few months, we're going to see all these stocks rebounding very quickly, and you don't want to be left in the dust. Don't be a bear. Remember, we're still in a bull market. So, disclaimer, this video is only for educational purposes. Make sure to do your own research. So, you might be wondering what is causing this market correction? Well, the RSI was very high for most stocks that pumped in the last 3 weeks, whether it's from what Trump said, tariffs being canceled, DeepSeek being all FUD, with Big Bear AI, NBIS Group, OKLO, Reddit. Keep in mind that nothing goes up forever, and it's pretty like we're in a good spot that we're hitting all-time highs right at the start of a new year. Like see the 2021 bull run? A lot of these stocks didn't pump till March. But yeah, keep in mind that just because a stock's running up, it can't go up forever. A lot of people, it's probably their first bull run, or they're just not understanding how the market works. But usually when the stock's going up, you would sell as it goes up in increments instead of selling all at once, whether for a loss or for gains, in order to buy up those dips like now. Now's the perfect time to hopefully you sold on the way up and then was able to buy back in for a cheaper price. But macroeconomic conditions are quite uncertain right now. Trump calling for tariffs, then delaying them. I think Canada has tariffs starting in effect tonight, which is just bad news because Canada's going to retaliate. US politics right now are kind of a meme with if you've seen the Trump and Ukraine president debate, where they was just like yelling at each other, and Trump was saying to a reporter, like, what happens if a bomb was dropped on you? This is all just crazy times to me. Never would have thought a president would ever say that. FOMC is also coming up in March. This will determine the state of the bull run. Take a look at my video on why that is. I think finally it's also market makers that are manipulating the markets, whether it's big hedge funds, institutional players. I think we all know that big players scoop up these dips for very cheap. Insiders bought a few weeks ago at all-time high. Maybe they just like traded off the wrong information, but I highly doubt that people in the parliament or people in positions of power that have access to insider information would buy at all-time high and not expect for it to rebound. For example, Palantir, NVIDIA, Google, a lot of these stocks were bought in the last 3 weeks and they were at all-time high prices. So just expect this is all short-term noise, ignore this noise, and just buy at the dips. And why invest now? Well, the stock I bought into that ran at 50% is now back to where it was 2 weeks ago. It's kind of a no-brainer, right? Like, why would you want to sell and take a loss? Does it make sense? Don't think with emotions, too many newbies or people that just aren't really good with their money. They're like, oh my God, I need to sell because I'm afraid that I'll lose the money I put into the stock market. Many of these good investors, like Warren Buffett, or just people that handle a lot of big money, if they believe in something, what they think when these market corrections happen is not, I need to sell to make my money back. No, they think, I believe in it. I'm going to buy more of it to average down so that I have a cheaper price so that when it skyrockets back up, I'm making money on the stocks I bought maybe at a higher price, but also the stocks I bought at a very cheaper price. That is how the rich people think. Remember, every dip is considered a buying opportunity. It's just all discounted prices. I think the chairs and everything right now is just the same situation at DeepSeek. Everyone panicked and thought that this was the AI bubble. It finally popped, but turns out it was just a black swan event, and we eventually rebounded right after, the day after. But yeah, after that event, we ended up hitting new all-time highs. So I see these macroeconomic events as a major exaggeration, and we will rebound very soon. Maybe not this month with FOMC coming up very shortly. But I think before summer, we'll have definitely have a pump in crypto and stocks. So now for the picks of the companies I'm looking into to buying with these dips, because I see these dips as crazy to me. I never seen the stock market crash 20%, like even NVIDIA. That's just unprecedented and just a perfect time if you have cash to buy in now. Well, why invest? It's the mother of all AI plays. Currently sits at a price of 124 USD, and the all-time high price is 149. Another pick is Palantir. They might have a high PE ratio, but a lot of these insiders are buying into this stock even at all-time high prices. And it was sort of likely that it had to go down. It had to cool down a bit because it had an all-time high price of 124, but then it went down to like 84. I think Palantir is like a no-brainer. It's here to stay. It has applications in military, data, and AI. Tesla. So you might disagree with me, saying that Elon Musk is saying all this bullshit on X and just kind of being like Kanye West, where he just says whatever comes to his mind. But you got to understand that you can't hate the person if the company has a lot of potential. Like Tesla's not just a car company. It has access to AI, robotics, data, energy, electric vehicles. I can see the stock hitting 1,000 USD very soon in the next 5 years. It currently sits at a price of 293. I would never think that Tesla would ever hit 200 ever again, especially since Elon's in office. Like, hate the guy or not, he could easily manipulate government contracts to land in favor of SpaceX or Tesla. People shouldn't forget that. And it currently sat at a current or all-time high price of $428. With Reddit, it has the large bank of user data to provide for AI companies. Currently sits at a price of 161 USD with an all-time high price of 224. Big Bear AI, still believe in it. People are like fighting it, thinking that, it was just a pump and dump. No, they still have fundamentals. They still are the baby Palantir. They have a CEO that's in or was originally in Trump's cabinet like 3 years ago or a couple of years ago. But yeah, still a big dip. I think it's time to go back into it. NBIS Group, it's the Apex AI play backed by NVIDIA. It went down to like 28 now, which is just like insane to me. I see this stock, even analysts see the stock being 50 plus with price targets. This is a crazy discount. I'm trying to load up on this as much as I can. OKLO, nuclear energy to power AI, backed by Sam Altman, the founder of ChatGPT and OpenAI. Think it's crazy to me that it dipped this low, but yeah, with the market conditions, perfect buying opportunity. IONQ, why invest? Ignore that. It should be the leading quantum computing company. Dipped quite a bit as well. Rigetti Computing, another quantum computing company. Frankly, I don't know why this stock hasn't dropped back to $2. They don't have a product. It's only hype, but it's stabilizing. Like when Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, said that quantum computers took another 20 years to be actually successful, it dropped down to like $6, but now it's stabilizing. I think that because of that, just all the hype, quantum boys, it will go back up to $10 again. It's sort of like a meme stock. Rocket Lab basically buying SpaceX. Bit of a dip now. I see this being a leading space company. LUNR, one of the hottest space stocks, one of the big three. Most undervalued space stock, I'd say, with the smallest market cap. And space is going to be big with Elon Musk wanting to send more rockets to Mars. And as a result of that, the space industry is going to have more funding and more leverage. I think this is my final pick as well about Recursion Pharmaceuticals, AI and tech biomonopoly, working with NVDA. A lot of these stock picks, I've already made a video on the MidasVault, so check that out if you want to have my DD as to why I'm bullish on it. But yeah, a lot of these stocks dip down by like 30%. I think the dips are all short term. It might dip a bit lower, but I see a lot more potential for it to rebound up. Like if Trump pulls the tariffs or just like does his negotiation bullshit, we can see the market just shoot up. So just DC again, wait for those dips, keep buying more, don't panic sell. And yeah, chill, relax. That's all I have for today. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.